Hi everybody, it's Naza here with CSA Kids. Before we start, I'm going to ask a question. Are you ready? What is the best way anyone has ever helped you? I'll start. One of the best ways anyone ever helped me was by listening to me when I was sad or angry. They listened, and that was very nice of them. So what are the best ways anyone has ever helped you? That sounds amazing. And today we're going to learn about the best person in the world to help us, and that's God. We're going to be learning about someone named Daniel. So Daniel is someone in the Bible who was friends with the king. He was one of the king's helpers. But the other king's helpers didn't like him, and they wanted to make sure he got into trouble. They knew that Daniel loved God. So they told the king to make a bad rule that everyone had to bow down to the king and not to any other god. And they knew that Daniel loved God. And Daniel decided that he was not going to do that, because we know we're not supposed to bow down or worship any other person but God. And Daniel knew that. So Daniel continued to pray to God. And then the helpers looked and they saw that he was praying to God, and they told the king, and the king was so sad, but he had to punish Daniel. And do you know what the punishment for that was? Putting him in the lion's den. They put him in the house of lions. That must have been so scary. Can you guys roar like a lion? Roar, roar. I'm sure your roars were a lot better than mine. But they put Daniel in the lion's den, and the king was so scared. The next morning, he went to go check up on Daniel, and would you believe it? Daniel was alive and fine. Daniel said God sent an angel to close the mouth of the lion so that he was safe. God helped Daniel. And God helps us all the time. We can remember it by saying, God promises to help me. So if I'm sad or I'm scared, I know that God promises to help me. And the Bible verse, the memory verse of today, actually also helps us to remember that too. It's from Psalm 46 verse 1. And it says, God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Let's say that again. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. And do you know what a refuge is? A refuge is a place people used to run to whenever they were scared, so that they could be safe and protected. And we know that whenever we feel angry or sad or scared, we can go to God and He will protect us and help us all the time. It says He is an ever-present help. So that means all the time, no matter what time of the day, no matter where you are in the world, God is always there to help you. So I'm going to be asking you some questions now to see if you listened. Did you pay attention? Okay. So, how did the helpers try to get Daniel in trouble? What did they tell the king to do? Yep, you're right. They told the king to make a bad law that everyone had to bow down to only the king and not to any other god. And we know that's bad. We're only supposed to worship God. So how did God help Daniel? Yes, He sent an angel to close the mouths of the lions so that Daniel could be safe. So I want you to remember it all the time, that God promises to help me, so I can trust Him, because He will never, ever, ever leave me alone. He is always with me, an ever-present help. We have crafts today. You'll be making lion faces. So if you can draw it out, or if you have the materials, you could stick it on, and then you remember whenever you have that lion faces that God protected Daniel from the lions. He helped him, and he can help us all the time, every time, because he's all powerful and he's present everywhere. So it was lovely being with you guys. As always, we miss you, we love you, and we can't wait to see you again. So all our love from CSA Kids. God loves you, and remember that God promises to help you. Bye bye. See you later.